Well, what was that, Afton?
It says recording in progress.
Yes, we are recording this for posterity's sake, or whatever, whoever wants to know what we've talked about. So, well, yeah, so a week from Friday, my daughter Abigail's.
Well, there it goes. Well, it keeps going dark.
Hold on, Mom. Hold on.
Wait.
Can you see her better now?
The picture on my end has stayed the same.
Okay. All right.
Well, which is what? Dark or light?
I don't know. It's just, I can see you.
There's something in the way.
It's fine on my end.
You're at. It's just one of your little icon things. It's not.
Oh, okay. Now can you see me?
I could see you the whole time.
Okay. Well, I wanted to talk about Toppenish at first.
Okay, go ahead. Oh, by the way, I'm just going to make a historical note. Today is May 1st, 2022, and I'm Arden Compton. And Afton, you are in Hillsboro, Oregon, right?
Right.
And she has her daughter Liesl in the background.
And I know I look awful without my teeth, but I'm trying to remedy that.
Okay, well, no judgment here. You're fine.
Anyway, in Toppenish, I remember Susie Merrick and Doc Merrick. I don't know what you really want to know. That was, in Toppenish was where Brother Smith raped me at 4.
Okay.
And that's when my life changed from being a sweet, lovable girl to emotional problems. At least that's what Camilla tells me.
Now that was, you did mention that before when we were chatting that happened at age 4. I didn't remember specifically Toppenish, but
it was in Toppenish.
Okay.
Also, when I was 2 in Toppenish, I fell between the coal stove or wood stove, whatever it was, and kitchen table, and burned the hair gone on my head, and I still have a bald spot.
Okay.
And I remember, I think I told you, tying my shoes on the cellar door. And
you tied your shoes to the cellar door?
I learned how to tie my shoes on the cellar door.
Oh, so you were sitting on the cellar door when you learned to tie your shoes.
Right.
Okay.
And then I went to Doc Merrick's and was sniffing the ether that he used on his animals. And I had a hallucination. Back at the house, I was at the fence between Doc Merrick's and our house. And my hallucination was that Mom and Bruce are going to heaven, and I couldn't go with them. I was trying to climb the fence, they tell me, to go with them.
Wow. And you were about how old? Was this 4 or 5 too, or something?
Yeah, something in there.
Okay.
Moved when I was 6 or 7, and I got put back into the 1st grade from the 2nd grade in Yakima.
Oh.
Because I wasn't caught up. Anyway, Yakima, the people that lived behind us were always trying to get me to do things against the gospel.
Okay.
And the guy that lived along the driveway, he molested me for a couple of years.
Okay.
And he did have gooseberries, and we did like to eat them. And he didn't like it.
Hang on, I gotta close this door behind me. I don't know if the computer's picking up the chatter behind me, but there's chatter in the room behind me. Hang on. Okay, I'm sorry, go ahead.
And then Nancy and I got the measles in Toppenish.
Now, Nancy's a few years younger than you. What's the age gap between you and Nancy?
3.5 years difference.
3.5, okay.
Right, and we were in the same crib in a room with all the shades pulled and had to stay there out of the dark, out of the light.
When you had the measles.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway, then we moved to Yakima. I don't remember much more about it except that there was a vacant lot that we liked to dig in, and I got my tooth chipped there by a boy. And then,
okay.
And then the people behind us were not supportive in the gospel. Then we moved to South Carolina, and that's where Jay saw the bear. And I was seeing a lady in front of us, and Mom didn't like it because she was sick all the time. And I think the nurse did come and take her away.
Wow.
Uncle Lanny visited us, and I think that's Casey. And I remember I was up on the top of the car washing it, and he came out and started taking pictures of me. I think he was always taking pictures.
Okay.
Anyway, and I told you about the fire, and Mom and Marshall having polio, and I think I had a light case, but I had the polio vaccine. But I remember standing in the middle of the floor, holding my head, saying, I can't breathe. And that's all I remember.
Okay.
Anyway, then we went to South Carolina, where we lived in Casey. And then we moved to the house across the street from the church. And the Asian flu was going around. And we all got it. We all got it. I was so sick. My fever was so high that I was hallucinating, like I was floating on clouds.
Wow.
We were so poor, we couldn't go to the doctor, so we just had to wait it out. But it was very serious flu, the Asian flu.
Wow. Okay.
And I remember going to church there. I remember Billy Black, Yvonne Black. And after we moved to North Carolina, Bruce used to drive him and I back to South Carolina to see the Blacks.
And so Bruce is the one just older than you in our family, right?
He's 3.5 years older than me.
So really, so you've got a 3.5 year gap on either side of you, huh?
Right. Daddy used to call me his only child. Somebody opened the door and ran away. Anyway.
Well, this is Amber's. Here, Amber, say hello. Amber's hiding down here.
Hi, Amber.
Hi.
She's unplugging something. I'm not sure what she's doing. What are you doing, Amber?
I need to take this thing. The other computer.
Oh, you took that computer. Okay, good luck. Close the door.
Anyway, I remember playing baseball behind the church. And I remember they had a pavilion where we used to go and make hot chocolate from cocoa powder. We would warm the milk, put in the sugar and then the cocoa powder and stir it up. We didn't have instant chocolate in those days.
Right.
That's the way we had to make it.
Yeah.
When we went to North Carolina, let me think about it. We moved to that old house. I don't know what street it was on, but it was a fancy old house. Had lots of secret doors and things. And that's when I met WJ. Then we moved from there to Sourwood Road. And that's where Bruce used to go fishing, and I used to beg him to take me with him. And the girl across the street was going to become a beautician. I had nice, long, beautiful red hair. She cut it short.
Oh.
And I've never had long hair since.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Anyway, I remember Halloween when Bruce was young, not Bruce, Chad. And I carried him through the trick-or-treating because he was young enough, he wasn't walking. And he fell asleep and I had to carry him home. um, kind of random. I can't remember exactly where everything happened.
Yeah, that's okay.
But you were behaving in church in North Carolina, I'd flip you on the ear. You didn't like that very much.
I don't ever remember like being flipped on the ear.
Well, that's what I used to do.
I was just, didn't we move? Now, I don't actually remember, but I was
20
told,
miles from the church.
I was told that I was about a year old when we moved from North Carolina. Is that right? Or do you know, or?
You weren't very old. You weren't, I don't know how old you were, but you weren't very old.
Okay.
You were born on Rankin Street. I don't remember the numbers like everybody else does.
Now, is
Rankin Street was before we moved to Colfax.
So I wasn't born I thought we lived in Colfax when I was born, but I was born before we moved to Colfax?
Yes, you were born on Rankin Street, because I remember I was mowing the lawn when Mom and Dad pulled up with you, and I said, "Oh, maybe another redhead." And then we stayed home from school, and it was on Rankin Street. I gotta have a drink.
And Rankin Street was in Greensboro rather than Colfax.
It was in Greensboro.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And then we moved to Colfax.
Didn't I show you the pictures of Colfax the last time we chatted? I don't remember. Did I show you the pictures of Colfax?
I can't remember.
Let me show you the pictures I have of Colfax. Is that okay? Do you want to see some?
That's fine.
Okay, we'll go to computer screen and let's see here.
I need my glasses.
Go to photos. I'm trying to keep this up to date. Whenever anybody on our text thread posts a photo that has to do with our family, I put it on here. Like Larita just shared this photo today.
What is that?
It's Larita and her husband Bryce, their daughter Jessica, and Jessica's husband Steve. I don't know what their baby's name is. Anyway, that's a photo Larita just took today.
That's nice.
And I have already added it to the family photo album.
Good for you.
Yeah, I trying to keep it somewhat up to date. But let me go over to, well, I'll just go by year. Let me just click here.
Can I take a side note for just a second?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so soon Marilyn and Heidi and Mom and I will be getting together to plan what she would like to have for her celebration of life or memorial service or whatever we're going to call it.
Okay.
Can we put you in charge of childhood photos of her?
Well, can you see the screen?
Yeah.
So
because you look like you would have the most.
I don't know what I have. Here, I'll show you what I have.
Well, it's really small. I can't tell well just because I'm far away.
Well, he'll click on them and then
it's just like putting together some and sending them to us or just something like that.
That's WJ and I.
I just have a few. I don't have very many childhood photos of her. I have some. Okay. I have some teenage. There's one of the earliest photos I have of your mom right there.
Okay.
And there she's a teenager.
I'm working at Heck Company there.
So I'm gonna scroll down and just see if I have. These are all photos. This is in front of the. Can't read this very well. Well, let's see if I can zoom in a little bit. Hang on. I thought there was a button here I could click on to zoom in.
It's not the chapel. Wasn't the chapel wooden?
Let's see here. Hang on a second. I thought for sure I had a button I could click to make it bigger.
Click on it to see what happens. Nothing.
Where did it go? That is so weird. Oh, there I zoomed in a little bit. Like, come on. Or maybe it's just delayed because I'm on Zoom. Anyway, that is the chapel. You can't see it as well right now, but it says Colfax branch right there.
Well, it was that when we were there, I thought it was made of wood, and it looks like it's made of brick.
That is brick, but that's Dad, and it says Colfax branch. Maybe it was a new building. Maybe they took a photo. This is Mom.
We did have a new building being built in Greensboro.
Darn, I thought for sure there was a button to make these bigger, and it's not letting me do it. Anyway, I have written there Afton, Mom, Nancy, and Annette.
Yeah. Right.
And maybe maybe this is the first day in a new building or something, because there's several photos with people standing in front of.
It's a new building. It's the Greensboro and Colfax building.
Yeah, right. Well, and again, what it says right there is just Colfax branch.
Huh.
Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints.
I guess Colfax. My memory's not real good.
Well, we all have that problem. But anyway, those were pictures of Colfax, but but there's no pictures of well, let's see. So this one says
there's some of me on Old Columbia Pike that you have.
This photo, I'm guessing, is a family photo. I think this was before me or Alden was born, because it says Afton, Mom, Dad, Nancy, Jay, Annette, and Chad.
Well, all the time we were in Greensboro, we had to drive at least 20 miles to get to church.
Yeah.
And Dad had a bad habit of not filling the car up with gasoline.
He continued to have that problem throughout his life. There's a picture of our lovely mother on that. That's Mom.
That's your mom.
That's my mom, but does it look like me?
A little bit.
Anyway, one day while Mom was driving to church, I sprayed myself in the eyes with hairspray. And she ran out of gas at the end of the runway of the airport and sent me to get the gas.
Wow. And
I remember going across that field and watching the airplane come down over my head. I was sure I was dead. Because it came down. I was at the end of the runway. So it was really low when I came down.
Right.
It was really scary.
But Liesl, I don't seem to have any really childhood photos of your mom. The earliest ones of your mom
I have one here when I'm 2.
Childhood is under 18.
I have one here when I was 2 that I guess I need to get somebody to take a picture of it and send it to you. And then I know I've seen one of me in Yakima at the Golden Green Ball.
This one right here on the swing wheel?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, currently I don't have those.
I don't know what happened to all of mine. I know we used to play in the mud and pictures were taken of that.
Yeah, the earliest photo I have of you, I think, is this one right here.
No, you go back. That's me right there, isn't it?
Right.
Or is that Maxine? No, here. I was at 3rd from the side there.
This one over here?
No.
That's Becky, by the way.
Oh. I think I'm
this one here?
Yeah.
That's Lily.
That's Lily. Well, she was tiny.
Yep. That was Lily when she was tiny.
And you had some pictures of me that you showed. There's a picture of me right there.
Where did
I don't know what you did with it.
Okay, so this is you right here.
Yeah, that's me.
Right. Old Columbia Pike, 18 years old, 1963.
Wow, when I graduated from high school, when I moved to North Carolina, they took 1.5 years of my credits away from me.
Right.
And I went to work, and Tom was insistent that I get my diploma. So I went to night school when I was pregnant with Liesl.
That's why I'm so smart.
Only time I made an A in English. Only time I ever made an A. Anyway, I graduated from what was Provo High at the time. I have a diploma somewhere, and it's now a temple.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But when Liesl was 3 weeks old, I walked to the school and graduated.
Cool. Well, congratulations. That's
Congratulations
awesome.
to Tom, because he's the one that pushed it.
Yeah. Well, you got it done. But yeah, Liesl, the earliest pictures I have of your mom are around age 17, 18.
Well, I just sent her one that she has here, but that's fine. I'm just talking about like pictures that we probably don't have, like I don't have in my own personal scrapbook. So I might not have access to ones in her, even like 18, 19, even early 20s and stuff.
Well, so I'm trying to collect more. I mean, what you saw there is what I have of her at that stage of life. So if you happen to have any more, let me know.
Okay.
When we were in North Carolina, I don't think we took very many pictures. And then you guys, when we moved to Maryland, I moved away to Utah.
Right.
I remember one day in Maryland, I was trying to cook shrimp for the first time, and I didn't know you had to peel it. So I just kept cooking it, trying to get it to be tender, and it was the shell on the outside that wasn't tender. So Sandy Duncan and I ate the toughest shrimp you ever had.
But, you know, photography has really evolved since the 50s and 60s, because they're just, I mean, not everybody had a camera in the 1960s.
No, and that's why there's no pictures. But I know there's some of me playing in the mud somewhere. And I think now there's a couple other ones, like we're in Toppenish or Yakima, probably Toppenish. But anyway, that's all I remember.
Okay. Well, I appreciate, you sharing those memories, and we'll add this video to our memory list. I need to get other people to get on and share their memories. I need to get Terry on here. And
yeah, you got him on with Camellia.
Yeah, he's been in a few recordings, but I'd like to get him him telling his story, so to speak.
Terrible.
Which we haven't done yet.
I'm just seeing myself, and I look terrible.
Well, hey, while I'm thinking about it, Liesl, happy birthday. Is it tomorrow?
Yes. Happy birthday to you too on the 4th.
Yeah.
And Mary Lynn's birthday's on the 4th.
Yeah.
Right. We've got birthdays coming up this week.
On the 4th too.
Yeah. Thank you. I'll be 55.
Wow.
How old are you, Ardy?
I'm turning 60.
Okay. Well, you're only 5 years older than Liesl.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, I'm just 5 years older than Liesl.
That's right.
Well, I don't have any hair on the top. It's all in the back.
You don't have that much in the back either.
Oh, well.
No, Liesl, I have a childhood memory, Liesl, with you in it, where we were, I don't remember exactly where we were. I think we lived in Los Altos, and you guys were in Milpitas, and we lived in Los Altos. And for some reason, Liesl and I were trying to call somebody. I can't remember who we were trying to call. But we dialed the number, and nobody was answering, and then we hung up and we dialed it again, and we were listening. And as the phone was ringing, Liesl says, "I think I can hear them coming. They're coming. I can hear them."
That's funny. How old were we? That's funny.
I don't know. I'm like, really? I don't hear them. You're like, oh yeah, I can hear them. They're coming to the phone.
Well, she could have been 6 or so.
I had a positive attitude back then and a good imagination, obviously.
We played a lot. Loretta thought that Mary Lynn and Liesl were her children, and she used to take up that. Loretta.
Oh.
She used to take them up in her bedroom
She did.
And play with her as if she was the mom and they were the kids.
Oh, that's funny. She wasn't much older. Lorita's even less older than me.
Right.
What I remember about Lorita was we were teenagers and we were there on Sunday for some reason at whatever house it was. I don't even know.
I think it was Terry's wedding. I mean, Alden's wedding.
Maybe. I think it was a Sunday. Anyway, I remember Alden's wedding. I'm not sure it was that. And I wanted to listen to some music that was not church music. And I got quite the scolding from Lorita.
You know what? I'm going to go back to this screen, to this thing. There's a few photos of you, Liesl. Let me find the photos of you. What I'm going to do is type in your name because I know there's a few with you in here. Liesl. Let's see what we find. Let's go this way.
There she is, right there. There she was.
Oh, that's me. Yeah, that's you.
Me
see?
and Tom. And
see, that's a picture I don't have.
So that is in Virginia.
Okay. All right.
That's when we came to Nancy's. No, because Tom didn't come to that wedding.
Yeah, I don't know. Is she sitting on the back of a horse there? A pony?
Yeah, it looks like it, but Tom didn't come to that wedding. I came by myself.
So that must have been some time.
He's there in Virginia. And then you're somewhere in this photo. There's your mom. So that must be you.
I can't see very well. Oh, that's my, what?
That's probably Heidi.
This is like 80s.
That's probably Heidi.
This isn't, yeah.
Oh, here, that's you right there. You're standing right there in the back, Liesl.
I can't see very well.
It has to be Heidi.
Oh, yeah, I'm standing there in the back with a red shirt on.
And that's Heidi that
I'm standing there with my arms up in the air, and you're standing there in little green shorts.
Oh, I'm that little girl. Oh, the other one looks like me, but that's somebody else.
This is Becky over here.
Oh, that's Becky.
And your dad is right here in the blue shirt.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I see that. So who's this redhead up in the top left corner with the baby? Who's holding? Well, they're both babies, but Rachel, who's beside across from Rachel? No, that's not Rachel. That's got to be Marcel.
Marcel is here. Your mom is right here. That's Afton.
That's you, Mom. That doesn't even look like you to me.
Right that's here, Afton. And that's
Heidi.
Is that Heidi?
Yeah.
Not Mary Lynn?
6 or 7. No, Mary Lynn's only 3 years younger than I am.
Mary Lynn is 3.5 years younger than Heidi.
Mary Lynn? No, it goes me and Mary
No.
Lynn, then Heidi, and we're all 3 years apart.
Heidi, Mary Lynn, let's see, Heidi is 3.5 years younger than Mary Lynn.
Yes.
Right. So given how small Liesl is here, I'm going to guess that's Mary Lynn, not Heidi.
You think I'm only 3 there, not 6?
I don't think so.
Maybe.
Well, I am 8 years. I am 8 years old in this photo.
Okay, then you're right. Then that's Mary Lynn. Okay.
Okay, Mary Lynn.
And there's Liesl.
Okay.
Same shirt and little green shorts.
Yeah. Cute.
Is that George?
Yeah, so that's our dog George. That's Chad.
Okay.
And that's one of Bruce's kids, Tammy or Pamela there.
Okay.
And that's the same photo twice. Okay. And I guess this is labeling this. I just searched for you. This must be you there next to Alden blowing out some candles.
Yeah, I was waiting to get that cake.
So for some reason, this tells me I only have a few more minutes until this meeting cancels. I don't.
That's okay.
I don't know why it's doing that. Usually it doesn't do that if I have just one person on the meeting. That's weird.
That's weird.
So in this photo, there's Tom, your dad, and then there's you right there, Liesl.
Okay.
This is at a Bumbleberry restaurant in Springdale outside of Zion National Park.
Oh, I didn't know I went to any of those. Cool.
Yeah, there you are.
Out there.
Oh.
And that's me in the Mickey. I'm in the Mickey Mouse sweater there in the front, sitting next to Mia. That's Camille's daughter, Mia, right there.
Okay.
Is that Marcel in the front there?
Oh,
I have that picture there.
Let's see. This is mom. Mom is right here. Is that who you're asking?
Mom?
Yeah, that's mom.
Mom never had her hair that short.
That's mom. And then here we are with Afton, Liesl, and Mary Lynn. And this is you right here, Liesl, standing there.
This is
next,
Chad and Jay getting in a fight over the creek in St. George, Blackridge.
And this is you, Afton, in the flowery yellow green pants.
I remember when I made that outfit. What a crazy outfit.
I love it.
It's very 70s.
Yes.
Very you in it.
I must be holding Mary Lynn in my arms.
Yeah.
And that's Camellia back there. Let's see what the next one says. Okay. So there's you, second to the left, Liesl. And it's a cousin lineup. We've got Mia and Larita and Rachel and Kay and Tammy and Pamela and Liesl and Byron.
Oh, who's Byron?
Byron's Bruce.
Bruce's son, Byron.
Okay.
And your son, I believe this is you right here in the front, Liesl.
Looks like me, yeah.
This is Los Altos Hills.
Okay.
So see, you're scattered through here. Okay, here's a little family photo of you guys.
Yep, we have that one.
Oh, and there's now we jumped.
I want a copy of that one.
We jumped way ahead here.
Yes, but Artie, I want a copy of that one.
Oh, I can send you a link to it. I don't know how to get you a copy of it. I got it off of Bruce's photo drive. I don't actually have the photos myself.
Okay.
That is me with red hair, and that's Queen, and Mary Lynn with a perm.
Yeah, Queen probably gave it to her.
No, I did.
Oh. Okay.
And then Heidi.
Yeah.
Buzz.
Yeah.
And there you are at a family reunion. I believe this is a family reunion that we had in Oregon, like in 2007.
When Michael was a baby.
No, Michael wasn't a baby in 2007. That's Christina beside me. Was that near Pendleton?
Yeah, well, I don't remember exactly where, but Nancy, Leah's
probably in Pendleton.
I think Nancy's daughter Leah was the main organizer of this reunion. So
I didn't go to a lot, so I think it was the one in near Pendleton on top of Cabbage Hill.
There's Leah, and then we just barely see your profile there.
Okay.
And there you are sleeping. Oh, there's Afton, and you're in that. You're right there, Afton, with Liesl right there.
What the heck? Where's that at the reunion?
Just the same reunion in 2007. These are pictures from that reunion.
That's funny.
And again, I just put in your name, Liesl, so I was pulling up photos that it finds you. And we did the facial recognition thing, and I'm a
photo bomber.
Yep, there you are.
Daniel.
And you're over here.
Okay.
Side of that photo, bunch of teenagers dancing.
Yes.
More teenagers dancing. Wow. And I don't know where you are.
I think I'm up in the top corner holding a kid. It's probably it's Christina.
Oh, yep, there you are.
Okay.
Yep, and it's the same thing. You're still there holding Christina there in the corner.
Yeah. Well, that's my life story.
Not your best photos here, but you're in them.
If I ever need an alibi, I'll have it.
Right.
I was holding my daughter the whole time.
Yeah.
We were there without Chris, so I was the only parent.
Oh, there you are, front and center.
Okay.
And that's your daughter, Christina. Is that right?
It is.
Okay.
Correct.
Okay, and there you are in the background again. Oops.
Kind of a background person.
Oops. I did it. I punched it too many times. Okay, so this. Oh, wow, that's a video.
I think that's when they came to visit you, Mom, because of the shirt I have on. It was definitely within the last 5 years.
Oh, it must be.
And they're at the reunion.
Right.
Dang, I'm fat. All right.
Here you are dancing.
Yep, there I am.
Dancing with Arden.
No,
No, it's
that
Annette.
was Annette. No,
Annette?
Artie
Oh.
hurt his foot, so he didn't have to dance with me.
Yeah, I tweaked my leg playing volleyball, and so I stopped.
Yeah.
I didn't hurt it real bad, but I could tell I was on the verge of pulling a hamstring.
Yeah.
So I stopped.
Okay.
Anyway, so
Yeah.
we've got a few photos of you
Cool.
scattered throughout here. Oh, here's one.
That's
Of,
Karen
Oh, yeah.
picture. I made that dress.
Yes, you did.
now, what is the date on this one? This photo, I need to, well, I've got you. I've got 1 minute left before this thing shuts us off.
So we got married in 1987.
Okay, hang
So
on,
that
because
would
this
have been about how, let me think how long before that.
1980. Well, just give me about your marriage date for this photo. So you
It would have been
Okay,
in
Mom.
Corvallis.
Okay, hold on. Yeah, we were married July 11th of 1987, and that picture was taken about 2 months before that in Corvallis, Oregon.
okay? Because this was not have the right date on it, or I'm trying to document these kind of photos, and that was one I never put a date on it because I didn't.
Montana.
But see,
Yeah.
the photo recognition is
Not Montana.
the photo recognition has you and Chris there.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. Well, that was.
How skinny I was too.